My name is Nathan Shaddai and I'm a graphic designer. I grew up in London and then we moved to Leicester, and from Leicester we moved to Edinburgh. 3 months into me being in Edinburgh, my mum passed away. So the impact of losing my mum was quite severe. So just before she passed, I was actually thinking that I should go to university for graphic design, or at least go to college or do something. But when she passed and me becoming my brother's legal guardian, it meant that I couldn't really afford to not do that. I couldn't afford to just up and leave. Personally, it made things a lot difficult because I had to deal with a lot of grief. I didn't deal with it the best ways. I had a lot of responsibility looking after my younger brother. I was 20, he was 15 at the time. It didn't make it easier. There was a lot that came with that I wasn't expecting. I really wasn't sure of. It made me unsure of myself and my ability to produce graphics, and at times made it emotionally too strenuous to actually go through with making graphics and committing to something that I knew I loved, because I just didn't feel like it a lot of the time. The way I held on to my desire for graphics was just going back to what I used to do in secondary school, which I got in trouble with a lot, was doodling. So I just doodled on sticky notes or on loose sheets of paper and just drew like random characters that I designed, or people in the office, or characters that I was fond of at the time, and just really reminding myself of like things that I enjoyed doing, and just making sure that I didn't stop creating at least something. For me, I knew I wanted to do graphics. I didn't know what specific type of graphics I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do graphics. So know what you want to do first. That's very, very important. Once you know what you want to do, just have an insatiable appetite for learning. Whatever you can learn about that subject, learn about it. And the more in depth you can go, just follow that. Follow those rabbit trails, follow those rabbit holes, and see what they lead you into, because you never know. In the process of discovering, say you want to be a painter and you want to learn about, say, Rembrandt lighting and how it affects the shading of your paint, you might find out something different entirely. You might find out that, okay, maybe I can use more of an impressionist style than being entirely realistic. Or maybe if you want to do something like music, you end up going down music production, and in the process of music production you figure out that you want to just teach guitar, or you want to teach instruments instead. Whenever you know what you want to do, it gives you the room to make decisions later, but you need to know what you want to do first and push for it. There was a time I thought about giving up. Definitely I had this job at a bank which I ended up really hating, and I think it just really sapped my energy. It really did not feel the best. It paid bills, it was stable, but it also took a lot of mental work to be in that kind of mindset and give up that kind of time. A lot of the day was just kind of revising what procedures were, what the standards were, and just really thinking a lot about what I needed to do to make things work in that environment. And during that time, I definitely think I lost track of the idea of making a career in graphics and such. So a lot of the challenges that I faced when I was looking to get into the graphic design industry was the fact that I didn't have traditional qualifications, so I didn't go to university for it, and I didn't have any of the degrees to kind of prove my ability. So the difficulty was getting people to trust that I could do what I could say I was doing, and learning to really grow into that position. So the way I overcame those difficulties was through doing a lot of courses online, looking at a lot of YouTube tutorials, getting feedback from friends and other family members and just people in general, just to see where they thought I could improve and where I was going wrong. One of the most important things for me was, before my mum passed, I showed her my graphics, and Before that, for like 2 years or a year before that, I was just kind of messing about, not really taking anything seriously. And she never really saw the point in it. But I remember showing her something that I showed one of my favorite artists, like music artists at the time, and he really praised that and said it was good. Showing that to my mum and hearing her say, "Oh, so this is what you've been doing, this is really good." That kind of helped me set on that path. You just need one person to help you build confidence, even if it's just yourself that you have to tell you in the mirror that I'm doing well, this is good, this is fun. Just find someone that you can share your work with consistently, that you can trust to review it and push you forward, and then know what you want to do and just keep going, YouTube tutorials, Skillshare, it's not a paid shout out, Skillshare, whatever you need to do to learn more about it, just keep learning. I don't perform well in the business end of a company, in the sense of I'm not the best in business marketing, I'm not the best in business management, and I'm definitely not like keen to do advertising or stuff like that. So I'm not too well functioned, but it's something that I need to know in order to be self-sufficient as a graphic designer, and something that I need to improve upon to get the best out of my own career and working on my own projects. I need to be able to make it a viable business, so I need to get a lot better. Yeah, I really enjoy trying different tasks and trying my hand at different things. That's when I feel the most alive in terms of graphics and really happy about it. I like being a virtuoso and having skills in all aspects of graphics, not just one specialized skill, because I think that is something that can kind of leave you vulnerable to being replaced. So it's a good thing that I enjoy making up different tasks for myself and learning different skills. I think I'd like to make my own cartoon at some point. I'd like to make my own anime or manga, or I'd like to do comic books. I have a vast interest in graphics, like all things graphics appeal to me. I'd like to do visual effects, I'd like to do 3D, 2D, just a lot. I'd like to do really cool stuff, really cool fun stuff to do with my favorite stories, characters, that kind of stuff. Now I'm working full-time as a graphic designer. I work from home, I get to do my work in the comfort of my own home, I get to play football and all that stuff. If anyone is starting where I was, where you didn't have anyone, you didn't have any support, no family, no money, no mentors, I would say know what you want to do, don't give up. Not because you don't have the right to feel like you're not getting anywhere, you're spinning your wheels, or not because things aren't tough, but because they are tough. And because you are getting somewhere. You may not see it right now, but the people who continue on are the people who make something out of themselves. And I definitely think that if I knew where I was going to be 5 years ago, right now, I wouldn't have had that kind of doubt that I had in those moments. But you never know unless you keep going. So to someone who is thinking about giving up, just take it one day at a time, keep creating something, and eventually, whether it's tomorrow or a week or 2 years, 5 years, you'll get there eventually.